Hello and welcome to this series of complete course of Certified Facility Manager. In this video, we will focus on chapter number 3, which is Procurement and Facility Management of Finance and Business. While outsourcing can help reduce overhead and improve services. Chapter number 3, Procurement and Facility Management. In this chapter, we will learn about the following topics in terms of facility management, such as procurement procedures, procurement and facility management outsourcing. Topic number 1, what is procurement? Procurement is a systematic process by which an organization reaches a formal agreement for the purchase of the supply of goods and services. When dealing with the member of supply chain, the procurement process may be called as supply chain management. On the other hand, purchasing is a different. It's referred to the specific buying activities or placing order under the umbrella or procured goods and services. Procurement is achieved through an open competition that promotes fair and equal treatment to all bidders. By following a clear procurement process, a facility manager can ensure that the right products and services are available at the time without overspending. It helps keep the facility running smoothly, cost effectively, and ensure quality. Role of the facility manager in procurement. So as a facility manager, your role in procurement is crucial. You need to identify needs. So the first one is identify needs. So you need to assess what goods or services are required for the facility. This could include everything from day-to-day supplies to more complex maintenance services. Next one is supplier selection. So you are responsible for searching and selecting the reliable suppliers who offer quality products and competitive pricing. The next is budget management. It's your job as a facility manager, it's your job to make sure that the procurement process stay within the facility's budget. You need to balance cost while ensuring that you don't compromise with the quality. The next one is negotiate contracts. So you need to negotiate the terms and conditions of the contract to ensure the best deal for the organization. This includes service delivery timelines, cost and warranty terms, etc. The next one is ensure compliances. It is very important to ensure that all procurement activities follow the company policies as well as local laws and regulations. The facility manager is the bridge between organizations' need and external suppliers. By managing procurement efficiently, you ensure that the facility operates smoothly, stays within the budget, and gets the right product and services when needed. And procurement is a critical part of the facility management. And as a facility manager, your role is in the process to help and ensure the efficiency and success of your operation. Procurement principles. So now let's discuss about some key principles that should guide procurement and facility management to ensure that everything is done properly and effectively. So the first and foremost, procurement must always comply with the applicable laws and regulations. This ensures that all procurement activities are legal, ethical, and transparent. By following these rules, you can avoid any legal risk and maintain trust with the suppliers and stakeholders. Next one is, it is very important that all prospective suppliers are treated fairly and impartially, whether you are choosing a cleaning services or a major supply. Every bidder should have an equal opportunity to compete for the contract. This builds a positive reputation and helps you attract the best suppliers. Next is to achieve the best value for money. This means balancing cost, quality, and services. It's not just about choosing the cheapest option, but finding the suppliers that give you the most value of your money. This is also important to reduce procurement process cost. This can be done by streamlining processes, negotiating better terms, and continuously looking for ways to improve efficiency. Reducing cost while managing quality is key to managing a successful facility. Make sure that all procurement activities align with your company's policies. This could include guidelines around sustainability, workforce, diversity, and equality. Following these policies help ensure that the facility is managed responsibly and in line with the organization's value. Procurement should always be conducted with the professional standards and ethics. This means being transparent, honest, and accountable in every steps of the process. By maintaining these high standards, you build a strong relationship with the suppliers and ensure that your procurement practices are above the board. When evaluating suppliers or contractors, don't just look at the price, consider their ability, integrity, financial status, performance, reliability, and the quality of their products and services. Also, make sure that they can meet your delivery timeline. This thorough evaluation helps you select the best supplier for your facility's need. Following these principles ensure that procurement process is efficient, ethical, and cost effective. Sustainable procurement practices. So sustainable procurement is the process of balancing economic, social, and environmental factors when making purchasing decisions. It's about finding a way to meet the facility's need while also considering the planet and people. Facility managers play a key role in making a decisions and promoting sustainability. So sustainable procurement has been described as the process whereby economic development, social development, and environmental protection are balanced against the business needs. To optimize sustainable practices, environmental considerations should become a part of normal purchasing practices. The first guideline principle in procurement is environment plus price plus performance is equal to environmental friendly purchase. Sustainable procurement typically provides benefits such as cost control by adopting a wider approach to whole life costing, improve internal and external standards through performance assessment, compliance with the social and environmental legislation, management of risk and reputation, development of and support to the future sustainable supply chain, procurement process. So there are three main key procurement process you will encounter in the facility management. The first one is request for proposal, which is also called RFP. The next is invitation to tender. It is also called ITT. And the next one is request for quotation, which is also called RFQ. So what is the meaning of these process? So let's understand. Request for proposal or RFP. This is an official statement to the vendors about the business activities and work, supply or services required. It is used when the facility manager needs a detailed proposal from suppliers or contractors. This outlines the facility's needs, the scope of work, and asks supplier to provide a comprehensive plan including pricing, timelines, and how they will meet those needs. The RFP generally used for more complex or customized services or products such as major fit out work or major equipment installation or replacement. The next is invitation for tender, ITT or IFT. This is used when a facility manager needs competitive bids for a specific project or services. Unlike RFP, the focus is more on the cost and technical specification rather than detailed proposal. Supplier can submit their tenders and the facility manager select best valued offer. It's typically used for larger scale projects like construction or maintenance work. The next is request for quotation or RFQ. The RFQ is used for straightforward purchases like ordering equipment or supplies. Facility managers send an RFQ to suppliers who then respond with a price. The RFQ is ideal when you know exactly what you need and just want to compare the price and availability. Award selection criteria. So now we know the procurement process and planning to award a project. So before doing that, there are certain criteria for award selection which as a facility manager you need to consider. These criteria can help you to compare proposals, tenders or quotes for choosing the best option for the facilities. So here we have some common factor used in award selection. The first one is price. The cost of goods or services is always a key factor, but it's not only the one. The next one is quality. The quality of the product, services is very important to ensure that it meets your needs. Next is delivery and timeline. You need to make sure that supplier can deliver on time. Meeting deadlines is very important for the smooth operation. Experience and reputation. You need to make sure that does the supplier have a proven track record and good reviews. The next is compliances. You need to make sure that does the supplier meet your facilities compliances like environmental or safety standards. Customer services. You need to check like how well does the supplier communicate and provide support. Last but not the least, life cycle cost. If you are purchasing capital asset or any major equipment, make sure to calculate the life cycle cost as well. There are many activities involved in the procurement process. So let's break down the typical activities involved in the procurement process. These steps ensure that you get the right product and service at the best price. Identify the need. This is where the facility manager or team demonstrate what goods or services are required. It to office supply to major construction. Understanding the need clearly helps defining the next step in the procurement. Next is prepare the request. Once the need is defined, it's time to prepare the request. This involves specifying exactly what's required, including quantities, qualities, and timelines. You need to create a request for quotation, request for proposal, depending upon the complexity of the project. Next is finalize the request. After preparing the request, you need to finalize the request and submit it to the procurement department. They will review the detail to ensure everything is in order before moving forward. So the next is review the request. The procurement team will review the request. They will make sure that all requirements are clear, aligned with the facility's budget, and follow internal policies. This is where they check for any special conditions such as sustainability requirement or any legal requirement. Next is draft the contract. Once everything is clear, the procurement team will draft the contract. The contract will outline terms, conditions, prices, and delivery schedules, ensuring that both parties are aligned on expectations. The next is supply market assessment. And at this point, market survey may be conducted to explore potential suppliers, understand market trends, and gather information on the best options available. This can help facility manager to make informed decisions. Now it's time to solicit bids from supplier or contractors. This is where the procurement team invites proposal, whether through RFQ, RFP, or invitation to tender based on the type of goods or services required. Evaluate the bids. Once the bids are received, the next step is to evaluate bids. In this process, procurement will assess each bid based on the price, quality, supplier reputation, and other relevant factors, ensuring the best value for money. Finally, award contract. Once the bids have been evaluated, the contract is awarded. The supplier or contractor who will best meet the requirement and offers the best value will be chosen to fulfill the order. We can evaluate the and supplier or contractor based on the award selection criteria, which we already discussed in last slide. The contract is then signed and the procurement process is complete. Procurement and FM outsourcing. There are three topics: procurement, outsourcing, and contracts. These are internally connected. The procurement often leads to outsourcing, and outsourcing agreements require contracts. Outsourcing generally describes the process of contracting with another company or person to do a job or any function. In facility management, the terms outsourcing and contracting out are generally used interchangeably. So first, let's start with the procurement. Procurement is the process of acquiring goods and services that facility needs. This generally instead of performing certain function in-house, organization decide to outsource them. For example, a facility manager might procure cleaning services from the external company. This naturally lead us to outsourcing. Outsourcing is when any organization contracts another company or individual to perform a specific task or services. In facility management, outsourcing is common for tasks like maintenance, security, landscaping. This helps reduce cost, improve efficiency, and allows the organizations to focus on core activities. Now, where do contracts come into play? Contracts formalize outsourcing agreements. They clearly outline the terms and conditions, including the scope of work, timelines, cost, and responsibilities of both parties. A well-drafted contract ensures transparency, accountability, and avoid disputes later on. So the relationship is simple. Procurement identify the need, outsourcing fulfill the need, and contract make it official. These three together ensure smooth operation in the facility management. Forms of facility management outsourcing. In the facility management, outsourcing can take various forms. Some organizations prefer hiring a single vendor for multiple services, often referred to as a full service single source vendor. This simplifies management but may limit flexibility. On the other hand, some organizations choose to outtask, hiring individual specialized vendor for specific tasks like cleaning, HVAC maintenance, or security. This allows more control over individual services. Facility management also include other forms of outsource such as management contracting, managing agent, principal contractor, total FM contractor. So what is this additional forms of outsourcing means? Management contracting. In this, the vendor manages specific services while the client retain overall control. Then managing agent. In this, the vendor acts as a middleman, coordinating and supervising other service providers. The next is principal contractors. In this, a single contractor takes full responsibility for multiple tasks, subcontracting as needed. Then the total FM contractor. This is a comprehensive approach where one vendor handles all the facility management services offering and end-to-end solution. So depending on your organization's need, you can choose from various outsourcing models. Why outsource? So let's explore the benefits of outsourcing in facility management and why it's game changing for many organizations. Outsourcing in the facility management offers cost reduction opportunity as well as other reasons such as access to the expertise which is not available in house, which means you can bring a specialist for tasks not available in house such as ACV servicing, secondary injection test for the ACVs, chillers maintenance, elevators maintenance. Next is improved resource flexibility, which means outsourcing allow you to scale resource up or down based on the needs. For example, in peak time you can hire more labor or technicians. On lower demand time you can reduce the staff so that you can save the cost as well. Next is improved career opportunities for the FM staff. It opens new growth path for the FM staff to work with a specialized vendor. Next is access to investment. Access to investment or system that would require capital that cannot be justified in the host organization, which means outsourcing frees up management's time, enabling them to concentrate on strategic planning and decision making. As for the finance and business perspective, outsourcing provide a cost containment opportunity. From a financial and business perspective, outsourcing is a great tool for cost containment by transferring operational responsibility to external experts. In short, outsourcing in facility management isn't just about reducing costs, it's about adding value, enhancing flexibility, and improving focus on core activities. Outsourcing advantage and disadvantage. Outsourcing in the facility management comes with many benefits, including advantage and disadvantage. What are the advantages? The first is cost saving. Can save facility management administration and management time. It can increase facility management ability to focus on the core and strategic revenue generating activities. This can improve efficiency and effectiveness by getting access to the staff and skill sets, and this can provide flexibility and quality services. Then what are the disadvantages? Outsourcing may cost higher to go outside for a specific expertise. By outsourcing we can potentially lose the control. By outsourcing, potential for poor staff morale. The outsourcing potential for privacy and confidentiality issues. In conclusion, outsourcing offers many advantages, but it's essential to weigh the potential risk. A well-structured contract and regular communication can help maximize benefits while minimizing challenges. Setting the stage for outsourcing, which means how we can convince the senior management to outsource some services. Facility managers play a crucial role in outsourcing. They are responsible for developing, managing, and overseeing contracts. To ensure success, it is very important to invest time in clearly defining outsourcing objectives, requirements, and the quality standards necessary to meet those requirements. Before outsourcing, facility managers must focus on the due diligence. There are some key steps. The first one is definition of objectives and key attributes of the service required. Next is adequate documentation of direct and indirect cost for in-house delivery and outsourced services to facilitate comparison and decision based on the best value. The next is identification of unique demand or need of the services required, such as the work which we cannot do with the in-house team that can be outsourced. The next is identification of high priority services and risk assessment. Congratulations, we have completed chapter number 3 for the finance and business. Hope this video was helpful. Good luck for your exam and happy learning. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for the more tips on the facility management. And if you have any comments or feedback, please do comments. We are consistently working to improve our content to deliver best value to our subscribers and the learners. Thank you.